So the foul on Kristich, the tee on Lawrence. So free throw coming for Steve Nash, and then a side out. Doesn't get the roll. Normally a high percentage shooter.
Lawrence Frank saying, you go all out for me. You go all out for me, fellas. I'm going to go all out for you. That's a foul. Give my guys a break. We're working hard tonight, Mr. Referee. Enough is enough.
Fourth personal on Nenad Kristich. He is forced to the bench. Nets will go small here with Wright. A zone look on defense. Bell, double team on Stoudemire, 9 to shoot. Nash with a ball fake. Penetration, Nash. Wild attempt, rebounded by Kidd. That's his 9th board. Intercepted, Wright gives it away to Marion.
And if you're Antoine Wright and the ball is delivered to you, you have to look to be aggressive. That time turned down an open shot. Steve Nash with an almost turnover gets the ball back and knocks down another dagger.
Collins with another block shot, but Nash sticking with the play gives Phoenix a 2-point lead. Kidd, by the way, is 1 rebound and 1 assist shy of a triple-double. Knock away and another turnover. Look at the numbers here developing. Bell down the floor for the layup. And the Nets will call a 20-second timeout.
And a lot of times a young player can lose his confidence. And right now, Antoine Wright is trying to find himself. 2 straight turnovers. You have to trust your abilities. And right now, that's the reason why Lawrence Frank gets a timeout, reminding him and trying to instill confidence in his young player.
Well, coming up tonight after the Nets postgame show, winter meetings. Yankee Hot Stove will have all the news you need. Bob Lorenz sits down with SI's Tom Verducci and the Times' Jack Curry. All the trade talk from Orlando. It's coming up. Yankees Hot Stove tonight after the postgame only on Yes.
We want Andy Pettitte.
Oh, that's your number 1 on the holiday list?
Why not? A proven guy that can get it done in crucial moments.
Well, right now, Antoine Wright has lost his spot on the floor to Eddie House. House was with the Phoenix Suns, one of 7 NBA teams that he has spent time with.
And here's what you have to do. You have to continue to talk to Antoine Wright. You don't want to lose a young basketball player, but at the same time, you have to get in a proven guy that's not going to get rattled.
Kidd, Dial gets the rejection. Jefferson on a slammer.
Explosive to the basket and another paint touch for the Knicks.
8 points in the quarter for RJ. He's got 12 overall. Next within 2. Barbosa swings it. Dial to Marion. And that's goaltending on Collins.
So you can't just play one-on-one defense or even 2-on-2 defense where you're trying to play the pick and roll. It's about the other guys involved. You have to help and look to put a body on the cutters.
The Nets at 7-10. They were 8-9 at this point a year ago. Eddie House driving and draws the foul against Leandro Barbosa. House will shoot a pair. First personal on the Brazilian.
That's just a veteran basketball player, Eddie House, catching the ball and using Barbosa's speed against him. Understanding he was going to pressure him, put the body contact on him, cause the contact. Now he's going to the line.
Eddie House, his best showing so far in a net uniform. The all-time leading scorer at Arizona State.
And you look and you say, well, is Eddie House a little fired up because he's playing against his former team? I don't think that's it. This is the first time in a long time as the backdoor cut by Barbosa. Another easy basket for the Suns. But this is the first time in a long time that Eddie House seems to have his wheels underneath.
Phoenix can make you look bad defensively. Collins denied. Follow. Goes down and a foul. Jason Collins going to the free throw line.
Lawrence Frank talks about it all the time. Multiple effort on both ends of the floor. Collins gets the first shot attempt blocked, continues, sticks with it, and then finishes it with the opposite hand with the foul. And then excited about it. About time, he says.
And Collins unable to complete the three-point play. His first points of the night. He does have 7 rebounds. Nets are down by 2. 4:34 left. Third quarter, it's 80-78. Bell steps into the jumper, and that's a good-looking stroke from Raja Bell.
Just a simple down screen, comes off, catches it, easy offense, and a good look.
He plays hard. They rewarded him with a 5-year, $24 million contract as a free agent. And a trip. And again, Eddie House making something happen on his way to the rim. And it will be Barbosa picking up number 3. So 3 quick fouls now on Leandro Barbosa. Mikey Moore in. Jason Collins will sit down.
And Eddie House is a guy that can score in bunches. So you put pressure on him. He has the ability to put the ball down and cause contact. If you back up, he will knock down the jumper.
And this is what Rod Thorne and Ed Stefanski envisioned when they signed Eddie House. 11 points now. Make it 12 for House. He's 3 of 5 from the field. 4 for 4 from the free throw line.
And it's easy to envision a guy doing it in your uniform when he has a history of doing it in other uniforms. It's to be expected that this is the Eddie House that would show up.
Diaw strokes it from inside the arc. He spent 5 years in the French League before coming to the NBA. And became a star last season after that deal with the Atlanta Hawks in the sign and trade for Joe Johnson. Mikey Moore looking to create some space. And Diaw used the knee. That's number 2 on the Frenchman.
Well, here's the thing. Because of the intensity, because of the force that they're playing, take a look at the right knee from Diaw. Obvious foul. But because of that, they're in the bonus. Now cheap fouls. They're going to the line with the opportunity to get free points.
Mikey Moore at the free throw line. How about the play of Mikey Moore, who came in as an extra big man as he was acquired for a second-round draft pick from Seattle. And because of the Cliff Robinson injury, Moore has gotten an opportunity, and his energy is infectious. There's Robinson. Cliff, he's made some statements recently saying that he thinks he'll be back sooner than the initial timetable, which was 6 to 8 weeks.
He expects to be back by the end of this month. Says he's feeling better and better. Hopefully he is back. But getting back to Mikey Moore. Here's a guy with or without Cliff Robinson. He's earned the right to play. The type of energy and passion that he plays with on the floor. He's a guy that does not make mistakes, defends, finishes at the rim. He has earned a spot in this rotation.
Nets bench has outscored their Phoenix counterparts 29-14, but Sean Marion keeps the pressure on with a floater. 86-82. We might see 100 through 3 quarters of play.
You think there's a chance?
I think there's a chance. Here's Moore. Flop or no? Yes. It is a French flop for Boris Diaw.
A successful one at that. But I don't understand posting up Mikey Moore. Boris Diaw is a good defender. He plays the center position. He flops, certainly, but that's not a high percentage play. That's not what you brought Mikey Moore here for. He's a high energy guy, set screens, offensive board, bangs them. Other than that, he's not a guy that you would throw the ball to on the block and look to make a play.
86-82, Marion against Wright, who's back in there.